want to give you a little bit about our next speaker. He is considered as the father of gourmet, ethical, raw food cuisine in America. A healer through heritage, visionary of vibrant living, that's Dr. Aris, who comes from Panama and rooted in African Caribbean ancestry. Dr. Aris is an innovator of the sun and fire culinary arts. The reason why I'm separating these two is I want you to get the meaning of it as we move over. A raw food science that honors the sun as a chef and nature as a healer. For over 50 years, he lived and taught the following philosophy. It is not the food in your life, but the life in your food that nourishes you. Through sun-fired retreats and teaching across the continent, he revives ancestral wisdom, remind us that healing begins in our plate, in our soul, and in our spirit. We can therefore welcome Dr. Aris with a round of applause, please. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
No, ella le dio un me introdujo para que usted hablara.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, family. Such a wonderful moment for me to be here with you to share pretty much my life message.
Dr. Aris, can we, your sound, the sound is very faint. Can we just maybe increase on the sound? Yes, so that we can hear you much more louder.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay. Yes. Well, you know, right now I'm in, in Central America, in Panama. You know, another slice of Africa over here, holding it down. And what I'm doing, as you can see, I'm taking my inner shower right now, first thing. The water from the young green coconuts. Oh. This is pure, what we call electrolytes or electrical current. So first thing in the morning, I don't know, I think Ethiopia really did a number on the world by inventing or bringing forth the roasted coffee bean, you know, and many people are using the coffee as their inner shower these days. But I'm still with the old tradition. Coconut water, shower water, pure water, filtered water, complete, full of electrolytes. You might want to call it the original sports drink. Now, you know, many of us, yes, of course, all of us, we take our external shower, and that's very critical. But you know, that internal shower is just as critical. So something like this, basically, what I would do, I would just squeeze some lime in it. You know, some lime juice, some noni juice, something that would be sort of like an inner body soap. You know, some aloe vera juice or mint leaves or ginger, you know, just to go ahead and cleanse the body out. Because when we wake up in the morning, we're actually on elimination mode. So we know as the sun rises and burns the clouds out of the sky, likewise, it burns the mucus out of our body. So the message that I'm here to share with you today, family, well, you know, they call it epigenetics or hacking the aging process. I'm 78, and look, I am light like a feather. I still got my knees, still got my hips, climb my coconut trees, absolutely, to get my living water, H3O2, structured water. The doctors always declare me I'm not sick. You know, my last medical exam, you know, once you reach 70 here in Panama, you have to take a mental and medical exam in order to, you know, get your driver's license renewed every 2 years. So this is it. everything checks out. Everything is in balance. My protein. I think there's only one thing that's off balance in my medical, urine tests, blood tests, all of these things. They said that I have a B12 deficiency, and you've heard that. People who don't eat animals, who only eat plant foods, call them vegetarian, vegans, whatever you want to call them, plant-based, that there's no B12 in plant foods. So yes, I do have a severe B12 deficiency. So let's talk science, okay? So for me, for the people who says that I need B12, otherwise my nerve is shot, check my nerves, steady. People who say I need B12 at my age because Alzheimer's, forgetfulness, no, I am as solid as a rock. And what I've been on, literally, if you could see, look, you see what we have going on here. You know what this is, soursop, okay? The original food of humankind. So what is the natural, best, and original food of humankind that would never make you sick? My eyesight, 20/20. I mean, everything literally checks out. So family, Africa, our culture, our ancestral heritage, yes, we brag and boast we are the original people. Everyone came out of Africa. We didn't come out like this, the way we are today, sick. I mean, literally, yes, we all came from one. We all Africans, so the whole planet is sick. Africa is sick, period, if that's how you want to break it down. You see the obesity. You see all of the medical contingencies that are out there, all of the doctors. Wow. And we're getting sicker than ever. The diseases can't done. Come on, family. There must be something to this. There must be something to this. So I remember when I first went to India. Here, let me show you this here. When I first went to India to go ahead and teach, yeah, look at this. This was my first trip to India in 2014. This was for the World Vegetarian Congress. Yes, they called me the raw food miracle. Yes, the godfather, Dr. Aris Latham, of raw food. And I call it raw food, R-A. And somewhere in here, they got black vegetarians. Because, yes, India is the vegetarian mecca of the world. But you know who brought it to India? Look up the Dravidians, okay? So when I went there, they're like, oh man, a black vegetarian today? So anyway, here I am. Here I am. So for me now, it's been, the labels don't impress me because you get hung up on labels, then they start pigeonholing you just the way they have it today. Many people now are just saying, oh, I'm plant-based. Wow. Do you know the implication of eating all plant-based? They don't say plants. They don't say I eat plants. They eat plant-based. Be careful. Modern technology, the chemical industry, they've been around now basically since prior to my birth, over 78 years now. And the chemical assault on human beings. Look at all of your packaged produced products. Do you see anything like that in here? We have a few. We do use things beyond what you see. We are featuring the fruits. Fruits are the original, natural, and best food for human consumption because they do not introduce any empty calories into the body. So they call it, back in the days, the Garden of Eden, and all of these types of things. We have been brought to a level where some people came from somewhere else and tell us in Africa that fruits are not food. Yeah, I remember, being in Burundi one year when I was living in Tanzania, and I crossed the Lake Manyara, and I met up with some Muslim brothers and sisters during Ramadan, and I'm just eating my fruits. We're talking, 1978. I'm living up there at the foot of the Kilimanjaro, the Mount Arusha, and wow, they're fasting. Basically spiritual fast, perfect. Achieve the spiritual goal, I'm all with that. So basically, I'm a fruitarian at the time, 100%. Now I'm not, I'm kind of stepped it up on a different level, especially being an educator. So I've been acclaimed by the Oxford Encyclopedia as the father of ethical gourmet raw food cuisine in America. So basically, what they're trying to hint of is that me, your bro right here, I invented an entire cuisine. You see, this is my lab. Where you are, this is my research lab. This is my research and development lab. And this is where we do these types of presentation. Wow. Stoveless. Stoveless. We don't have a stove. Why? Because our relationship is with the sun. The sun is our chef. Ra. Yes, that sun god, you remember back in the days when our ancestors used to worship Ra? Oh, we still do. Many of us still do. So the sun comes to my neighborhood, comes to your neighborhood, comes to everybody's neighborhood. These are people you don't like, the people that they got too much money, the people that have no money. The sun supposedly comes to your neighborhood every day. Of course, if you're living in harmony with nature, with human nature, with the rhythms of the universe, we get a good, solid, more or less 12 hours of sunshine on a daily basis if we live within the tropics, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn. This is our beltway. This is where we originated. And of course, we see what has happened where we have migrated north or south of the equator. The equator. One of my most favorite spots in the world is, yes, Ghana. Ghana. I remember going to Ghana, African Culture and Wellness Festival, me and Muta Baruka, and we're rocking up there, man. And we are at the center of the world. Yes, we're the equator, and the prime meridian cuts right through Ghana. We're talking, that is the center of the world. This is where we can't go wrong. So of course, our planet, our Mother Africa has been mistreated, has been raped, has been corrupted, has been bastardized, brutalized. Wow. Deserts, all kinds of stuff going on. But you see what we're doing today with One Africa. We are reclaiming the desert. We are reclaiming our food land. We are planting. And talking about plant and planting, I'm a child of the 60s. I grew up in the revolution of the 60s. We're talking the Black Power movement, during the conversion with the hippie movement, the anti-Vietnam War. Oh, and by the way, Vietnam, that place. You want to see me in person coming up soon, my next appearance? Meet me in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Oh, yes, I'm going. Back in the 60s, we said, hell no. No to the Vietnam War. We protested. It's a rice war. But anyway, there's so much to share with you. So I'm just giving you little kisses of some of my journey that has got me to where I am today. So the World Veg Fest, I think this is like about the 48th, 49th or something, World Veg Fest. This organization, the International Vegetarian Union, been going on since like 1903 or something like that. Conglomeration of vegetarian entities around the world. Eventually, they have become inclusive, so now it's in Vietnam this year. Wow, it's been in China. My first one was in Brazil. So Ho Chi Minh City, meet me in Ho Chi Minh City, October, right now, this month. Yes, October 31st, yes, to November 4th. Vietnam, they killed a lot of our brothers, sisters over there. I'm glad I didn't go, because I ain't got nothing against them, and, we still at peace. So I am so happy to go and witness the rebuilding of the green Vietnam. You heard the Agent Orange, all the chemicals, all the, war, everything that happened, devastated the place. They killed so many people. But Vietnam has been on a mission. They have repopulated. I think that the population right now is about 60% under 20. Wow, look at how it's going on in Africa. We're moving. Look at how it's going on in other places around the world. We're moving. A lot of these other entities are shrinking. So moving on this level, I got invited to headline the Vietnam Green Festival, sponsored by the government, by the authority. They've been having it there for years now. So this year, there's going to be over 100,000 people in the festival. Huge, big field. And they call me, they say, my brother, we're going to give you some time on the stage in front of 100,000 people. Yes, I'll be one of the keynote presenters at the Vietnam Green Festival. And within that festival, I am one of 500 delegates from the International Vegetarian Union that are going to have our convocation, yes, the World Veg Fest, inside the Green Festival. 500 of us, VIP. I'm going to have some good words for them as well. They know me quite well. And of course, we're going to have a booth there. I'll be catering a VIP luncheon along with the staff of the convention center. I train chefs from all over the world. So family, it doesn't end with me. I can go on and on and on and on. So this all started with me, of course, back in Grandma's kitchen. Even before that, even my great-grandma's kitchen, living with my great-grandmother and great-grandfather, at the age of 7 to 12 when I was in elementary school. And they were my first teacher that showed me how not to do it. I have to keep hydrated. I just went through, oh man, there's so many points. You remember that super moon that just happened? Super moon, October 6th. Well, October 5th, I started what I call the 78, clean cuisine. So normally every year I fast one day for the amount of years that I've been rotating or, gyrating around the sun here, 78 years. So I started at 68 doing my super